Okay, so
All
Keith,
right.
if you have one question for Philip, what would it be?
So, as you are the leader of managed care, working with revenue cycle, and then ultimately now being responsible for revenue cycle for many years, has your overall opinion of revenue cycle changed dramatically now that you're involved in the internal operations of that business function?
The answer is yes. It has changed dramatically. I wasn't really, managed care wasn't that involved with revenue cycle back then. But I got involved regarding denials because it really bothered me. We would negotiate these contracts and, you know, take the payers to the ledge and, potentially terminate them. It was, do all this work, right? And we negotiate these rates, and then we see money leaking out the back end due to denials. So from denials, what kind of pulled me into, revenue cycle to a degree to get involved in. So denials for lack of authorization, denials for timely filing, denials for not medical necessity. I did not have an appreciation for the complexity of the revenue cycle from start to finish and all of the issues. Clinical areas become really critical in that space. They've got to do what they need to do, right? And to me, it was like, well, why can't you get a bill out the door, in 6 months? Well, why can't you get this? It seemed like this should be easy. And now that I've been in it 7 years, oh my goodness, I really have an appreciation for all of the complexity and the barriers along the way that can cause those things.
Yeah. And I'm sure this has had an influence on your contracting methodology to make sure your methodology can be administered through the revenue cycle. So processes and regulations. Yeah, it's always a learning side. So it's